Here's the thing about this system. And like I said, I don't know where his dad is. I'm not sure if his dad was in the house or whatever it is. But this system that some of us use to separate the families, right? Either way, this system gets paid. Whether if it's the dad on child support and he's not in the child's life, the system is getting paid. Whether it's the mom on child support and she's not in the child's life, the system is getting paid. And when that kid grow up, right, because he lacks discipline and he fucks up and he goes to jail or prison, aka he goes to the system is getting paid. Welcome back to Rooster Crowing TV, man. It's been a minute, but we back. You heard me. Hey, man, before we dive deep, keep in mind it costs $0 and 0 cents to hit that subscribe button right now. And I even be fair and price matching do the same thing if you hit that subscribe button right now. You heard me? Come on. Let's get into it, man. You know, there was a time in America, right, where you would hear certain stories. You hear certain things, like shootings and, somebody killing their entire family members. And you would just automatically know, like, yeah, that's not a black person. Because, back in the days, there was a certain, line that blacks wouldn't cross. But, as time goes on, whatever happens in the white community eventually spreads over to the black and everywhere else. Here we have a story about a 10-year-old boy that fatally shot his mother, right? Because she woke him up at 6 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. And then she also refused to buy him some kind of gaming headset. So what does this 10-year-old decide to do? He decides to go to his mother's purse, grab her keys, and somehow, some way, he knew the key for the gun safe. So he opens the gun safe. And according to him, he was so mad that he took the gun out. He took his shooting stance, pointed the gun at her, at the wall. But she walked in front of it. But he was only doing it to try to scare her. This is a 10-year-old child that took out his mother, the person who was dealing with him on an everyday basis. Let's play this news clip.
It's still a surprise when there's a shooting around Jimsy's quiet neighborhood.
Steve Frisch has lived near 87th and Hemlock for more than 2 decades. His quiet neighborhood was shaken up last week after police say a 10-year-old boy killed his mother. Frisch described the family as average.
He just asked me how I'm doing and stuff like that.
According to a criminal complaint, the boy originally told police he accidentally shot his mom when he was twirling the gun, but the next day the family called police with serious concerns. They say the boy told his aunt he was actually aiming the gun at his mother. According to detectives, the boy said he got the gun because he was mad at his mom for waking him up at 6 in the morning and that she would not allow him to order a virtual reality headset from Amazon. Police say the boy told them he got the gun by taking his mom's keys to the gun safe. He says he took up a shooting stance and that he wanted to shoot the wall to scare her, but she walked in front of him. Family told the police the boy had, quote, rage issues all his life, and at 4 years old picked up a puppy by its tail and swung it around until it whined in pain. The criminal complaint states that 6 months ago, the 10-year-old filled a balloon with flammable liquid and set it on fire, which caused a sectional and carpet in their home to catch fire. A sibling told police the 10-year-old was meeting with a therapist who gave him a concerning diagnosis that led his mother to place cameras inside their home. The cameras were unplugged 2 weeks ago. A family member told police, quote, they felt bad for not stepping in earlier because they knew that eventually something bad was going to happen. This morning, we asked Mayor Kevlar Johnson about the charges the 10-year-old is facing.
Anytime there's violence that happens in Milwaukee, whether it's committed by somebody who's 10 years old or much older than that, that gives me pause. I don't want to see anybody hurt or lose their lives in the city. In this particular case, I don't have the details just yet. This is something that is just coming to my attention just this morning.
A 10-year-old Wisconsin boy has been charged as an adult with first-degree reckless homicide after he fatally shot his mother, telling police he was upset she wouldn't let him buy a viral reality headset on Amazon. The shooting unfolded at 6:50 a.m. November 21st in the 7400 blocks of North 87 in Milwaukee. Just a day later, the boy went on to buy an Oculus VR headset on his dead mother's Amazon account and even asked his grandma whether his package had arrived, according to criminal complaints. That's cold. His 44-year-old mother, identified by NBC as Quayna Man, was shot at close range. The bullet entered her right eye and exited the back of her head through her skull. The criminal complaint said, "Yo, this is crazy." The boy initially told investigators that his mom woke him up at 6 a.m. and he retrieved her gun from her bedroom and went to the basement where she was doing laundry, the complaint said. As he was twirling the gun around his finger, it accidentally went off, the complaint said. Twirling the gun around his fingers? 10 years old? Bro, am I reading like a old Western book here or something, man? What the fuck? Okay, so it said, after he killed his mother, he went to the second-story bedroom and awakened his 26-year-old sister, who discovered their mother was dead and called 911, according to the complaint. Whoa. But later in the interview with police, the boy admitted that he was not twirling the gun around when he shot his mother, the complaint said. He admitted that his mother would not allow him to have something from Amazon that he wanted to have, it says. And he admitted that he retrieved the gun because he was mad at her for waking him up at 6 a.m. when he usually sleeps till 6:30. Whoa. And admitting getting his mother's key to her gun box the night before, according to the complaint. Wow, man. This is all like premeditated, man. That's why they charge him as an adult. He went to the basement and took up a shooting stance, the complaint said. He said his mother walked in front of him when he tried to shoot the wall to scare her. And he admitted that he shot her in the face when she was approximately 3 feet away, the complaint said. He then put the gun in the living room closet and woke up his sister, it said. Oh, yo, this is crazy, man. The complaint said the boy admitted to knowing that guns are dangerous and can kill people. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. These are all the reasons why he's being charged as an adult. I mean, you can find the full story online and read it. It is pretty crazy. 10 years old. Yeah, man, so there we have it, man. It's very unfortunate, bro. You know, like, especially, excuse me, y'all, a 10-year-old child. You know, a 10-year-old child. But at 10 years old, this kid has a whole lot of red flags. A whole lot of red flags. He's already taken therapy. The therapy already gave him some kind of diagnosis that didn't sit good with most people in the family. And for that reason, the family, the mother was encouraged to put cameras around the house, which she did. But unfortunately, she decided to turn the cameras off 2 weeks later, or 2 weeks ago, something like that, But this kid has a lot of red flags, Now, I'm not like the smartest person in the room, but when you have a child like that with all these red flags, especially a male child, this is the part where you will need to include that child's father, that child's uncle, whatever is your brother or, the father brothers. When you have a kid like this, whatever misunderstanding you and that baby dad or baby mama got going on, y'all got to kind of put that shit aside and come together for your son. Because with all the red flags that this kid is having, I guarantee you, with two parents in that household, they could have somewhat got it under control. But this was one person trying to control a kid with all these problems. Too many red flags. Let's say he was born with it. If he was born with all these, behavioral problems, then what more could she have done? What more could she have done, All I can say is, man, the presence of a man is powerful. But both of y'all in the same house, dealing with a kid like this, y'all got a better chance of succeeding than one person. And unfortunately, man, this lady lost her life. You know what I mean? Just by telling her son, no, I can't order you this headphone. And waking him up at 6 o'clock in the morning. At 6 o'clock in the morning, yo. Bro, I grew up African, man. 6 o'clock in the morning, on Saturdays, especially weekends, when I know I'm supposed to clean the crib, if I'm not up, especially when I was younger, I get woken up out of my sleep with a belt. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no say-sos about it. I ain't had no choice. So, growing up, when I got sick of getting my ass whooped for not being up early in the mornings on Saturdays to clean the crib, that's what I started doing. I started getting up early and cleaning that shit before anybody asked me. And today, it's in me, you know what I mean? I clean up on Saturdays. I wake up early morning Saturdays, every Saturdays, and clean up. That's what I do. I use Saturdays as my cleanup day. But here we have a 10-year-old getting so pissed off that his mother is waking him up at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock in the morning, you know what I mean? To where he's mad enough to go and get a gun to shoot her. If this is the new mindset of our children, I hate to see what 20 years look like, what 30 years look like. Our community was already in trouble, but it's getting worse with all these single households and, one person not being able to control these children. It's unfortunate that this situation happened. I wish more people would have, intervened sooner, than now. If you guys would have intervened sooner after seeing all these red flags, man, that lady would have still been here, and you can't blame her, She did the best she could. She was trying to punish this kid. She was trying to discipline this kid, and unfortunately, she didn't think that this man would go into her purse, grab her gun case key and all this other extra shit that you're not even thinking about a 10-year-old doing. But that's what it is, man. My heart goes out to this family. This kid, he's so young. He doesn't even understand how he just ruined his own life. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand how he just ruined his own life. Here's the thing about this system. And like I said, I don't know where his dad is. I'm not sure if his dad was in the house or whatever it is. But this system that some of us use to separate the families, right? Either way, this system gets paid. Whether if it's the dad on child support and he's not in the child's life, the system is getting paid. Whether it's the mom on child support and she's not in the child's life, the system is getting paid. And when that kid grow up, right, because he lacks discipline and he fucks up and he goes to jail or prison, aka he goes to the system is getting paid. So we're the ones on the losing end here, man. You know what I mean? And we got to do better. If you see your sister, you know what I mean, with a problem child, you know what I mean, as a man, it's up to you to step in. We got to bring the village back together. Because our community, we're losing too much. We got to bring the village back together. And that's all I'm going to say on this one, man. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it in the comment section. This is really sad, man. This ain't the first 10-year-old black kid we don't see. I don't reported a story on killing somebody. It's not. But till next time, y'all. Let's chop it up in the comment section.